everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be judging some dating drama with my fiance.
I'm going to judge too. Call me the pudgy judge. I've been a snacky tacky lately. You know.
On Bumble. I, 33 male, am developing a crush on my wife's 34 female cousin. 33 female. How long until these feelings fade? Ooh.
Well, sir, the grass is always greener, but let's just start.
Is it greener? Is it greener?
Sometimes it's stinkier. Sometimes it's browner. Like our lawn.
Our lawn is very brown.
Like our stupid, finicky lawn.
I have a huge crush on my wife's cousin, Candace. This is a terrible situation I found myself in. I should say I genuinely think I have the greatest wife, Anna, in the world, and it's not even close. She's an amazing woman, mother, and wife. When I met her, she approached me at a bar and I was flattered. We hit it off almost immediately. She was nervous, but I found it cute. And she said she doesn't normally approach guys, but wanted to talk. Later that night, her cousin and best friend came and my jaw was on the ground. So you met them both on the same night.
Oh.
Interesting. And then you ended up marrying one.
But now you're just getting these feelings?
It kind of sounds like these feelings have been there since the beginning.
This is kind of sus.
Candace is just a fucking gorgeous machine. Everything about her. But it was too late. I did wonder how different things would have been if I met Candace first. But 10 years later, I would say things worked out. We got married and have a great little girl. The thought had completely left my head until recently. About 2 months ago, Candace had to drop something off, and I took off while my wife was at work. She had borrowed my laptop because hers broke while she gets a new one. We were just talking and drinking wine, watching 90 Day Fiancé, and she confessed to me that when she showed up, she thought I was handsome, and it sucked that I was already talking to Anna.
Wait, what? Why are they drinking wine in the first place? She just showed up to borrow the computer?
I guess so, and they just ended up hanging out. Okay.
Oh, God.
I don't like that her cousin said that.
I don't either.
Even if you did feel that way, that is so inappropriate. I just don't really see the point of sharing that information if you're not trying to get validation from that person.
Yeah, I don't know what the game is here, but that's really weird.
That seems like information that you should keep to yourself, honestly. Shush. My jaw was on the ground. And I told her when I saw her, I was like, damn, and wishing I saw you first. And she said, is that so? I immediately changed the subject, but my heart was pounding. Eventually, she left and went home. Ooh, this is super...
That's so weird, man. That's so uncomfortable.
That's gonna be a yikes for me, dog.
It's almost as if she was gauging to see if you...
were into it.
Yeah, like if you would be willing to cheat. She made a move on him.
Basically, yeah.
Like you made a move on this guy.
Yeah, she confessed that she had a crush on him.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't it funny how, like, in movies, they glorify this kind of thing of like, well, love finds a way.
How
and then
is
in
it
real
possibly
life,
going to find a way? That's her cousin.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's just, yeah, it's really messed up.
Like, what are they going to do? Run off into the sunset and never speak to any of their friends and family again?
Yes.
Well, we know a couple that did that.
Oh my God, we do know a couple that did that.
You know what's so funny is that, like, you see them and you're like, yeah, they're meant to be together.
They are. They actually are. And they've known each other since they were like kids. That's the other thing
They're
too.
also like in their 60s.
Yeah.
So
no.
it's different. But like, isn't it interesting how in real life it's like really messed up?
It is,
But
yeah.
you hear the story in a movie or like, you know, I mean, in movies they glorify it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's so messed up how in real life when that happens, it's like, what?
Yeah, totally. It's actually a really crazy story. They both left marriages or relationships to be with each other. You know, they're married, they're 60 years old now. They have a bunch of beautiful children and it worked out for them.
Yeah, 100%.
It's very clear that they're meant to be together. That is just such a 1 in a million type thing.
But it is interesting how like in real life, I don't know, it's such a faux pas because in movies, they usually make the person that main character is leaving a terrible person.
Yeah.
But in real life, there's so much more going on. There's so much more context.
Yeah, there is a lot of context. But I also would like to justify that the couple we're talking about have known each other
Since they were kids.
Since they were kids. And it was like the one that got away. And also, it's not like they were married to like each other's family members.
No.
You know?
It's different. This is like family. It was a bit of a tangent, but it is kind of funny.
It's super, super relevant. I totally forgot about that. Anyways, all right, let's get back to the story. She later texted me saying she just wants to hook up one time.
Wow. She actually said that in writing.
That is bold. Okay. And she would text my wife saying that she needs help fixing her dishwasher and to reply yes or no, then delete the conversation. She said she would understand either way. Okay, so she just literally wants to have an affair. She doesn't like love you or anything.
She's just curious.
Maybe she's sort of jealous of her cousin and like kind of wants what she has.
Or she's jealous that she got you instead of her.
I know, but that like just get over it. Like
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like that's what it is.
Trying to rationalize it. Either way, you sound awful because it's not like you have this undying love for this person, but you're willing to ruin your cousin's marriage, possibly because you want to have an affair with her husband.
Yeah, but it's also weird that you put in the context of like when I first met her, she was stunning, drop dead stunning.
On the floor.
Like in The Mask when Cameron Diaz comes in and his tongue.
I waited and my wife said she will take care of our daughter and Candace needs help with her dishwasher. I went over there with zero intention to have sex with her. But you still went over there knowing that's what she wanted.
Why you always lying?
And to let her know we can't do this. But unfortunately, things went the other direction and we giggitied.
Did you put your dish in her washer?
We agreed it was just one time. You only live once moment, and that was that. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's be honest here. You went there fully knowing that that's what she wanted, okay? You could have just told her with a text, sorry, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go over there. You were curious, and you let it happen.
Do you think it would be better to just sort of say no and ignore it, or would you like tell your wife?
I mean, I think that he should probably tell his wife, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because then if she finds out later on.
At this point, though, did he agree to it?
No, but from the beginning, like if she said that to him, like at what point do you tell your wife? You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure that you tell your wife like as soon as it happens.
Yeah, as soon as she's like, come over and fix my dishwasher.
But also if he's like incriminated himself by saying, yeah, like I'll do it, that also doesn't make him look very good.
Yeah.
Maybe you just should try not to voice your feelings for other people other than your...
He just wants to give Anna his banana.
Unfortunately, that moment started bringing up old feelings I thought were gone.
Oh, God.
She became much more flirty discreetly. See, it's never just once.
It's lust, bro. It's lust.
lust.
You have
It's
a beautiful
lust.
family. You have a daughter and a wife.
I know, it's so silly. I started being distant toward my wife. Ugh. We both know we can't act on it, but I kind of wish we could be together. But it would hurt too many people and I can't do that. You already did it, buddy. You literally already did. They just don't know it yet. But at events, we become closer. I had food on my face yesterday and she was wiping it off. That annoyed my wife who said she can wipe off my husband's face. She even complained about it in the car, but I reassured her that she's overreacting. Oh, right. You told her she was crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is why whenever someone says, oh, you're overreacting.
Oh, yeah? Am I?
Am I? I don't think I am. Yeah, I'm in a sticky situation and I need help removing my feelings before things get out of control. How can I lose these feelings so I can focus on my family?
I think you got to tell your wife.
Oh, yeah, I think you have to tell your wife.
And work through it together.
I think that you need to really know how much you would lose. I don't know.
I don't know what you have to do here. I think you got to come clean.
I think you're a butthead. Edit. I get it. I'm a piece of crap. You don't have to tell me because no one feels more disgusted at myself than I am. I just want actual advice on how to have these feelings fade so I can focus on my family. I won't respond to comments attacking me and not giving genuine advice on how to make the best out of this really crappy situation.
Okay, you made the mistake. What can you do? Option A, you tell your wife and deal with the consequences. And then that can go one of two ways. You guys heal or she breaks up with you and maybe you act on Anna. And maybe that ends up, you guys are happily ever after. Or maybe not. And then you lost both girls. You know what I mean? Both women. And you lost your family and their respect.
Or you could say nothing, which I don't recommend, honestly.
I just don't think that's going to end well, though.
I don't think it's going to end well either. I genuinely think that if you want to work on your marriage, you have to put your marriage first. So that means you can't see this woman anymore.
Yeah.
You have to tell her, like, stop it. And I think that the only way out of this, honestly, is to tell your wife what happened.
Yeah.
She might forgive you, she might not, but I don't think seeing this person is healthy for you. Yeah. I think this person is meddling in your marriage and taking advantage of your previous feelings for her. She's ruining her cousin's marriage.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, obviously you're ruining your own marriage, but like that's her own cousin that's doing that. That's messed up.
Yeah, dude. She came into your house, drank red wine, presumably. They read red, maybe? Seem like red wine kind of people. I don't know, bro. I don't want to shit on you, but kind of a gutless thing to do. But I'm not going to judge you. You have those two options. I think you have to tell her.
We listen and we don't judge. But okay, maybe a little bit.
Doesn't mean I can't call you an asshole.
You're still a butthead.
You're still a butthead for doing this. But I think you have to tell her. And then possibly, maybe you guys go to couples therapy or something and work through it together. I don't know.
If she wants to still be with you. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I do know how this ends up.
You know how it ends up? Diabetes.
Bro, this isn't a crush. You cheated on your wife. You need to tell her because eventually it's going to come out anyway. Better from you than her cousin. I'm developing a crush on my wife's cousin. That was the title of this. You made it sound like it was this innocent crush, but you acted on these feelings. You're like downplaying how severe this situation is. It speaks volumes in my opinion.
Even writing this post too, wasn't the first line like she was drop dead gorgeous or something to that
I have a
effect?
huge crush on my wife's cousin, Candace. You reassured her that she was overreacting. Sir, she's unknowingly underreacting. Don't be a gaslighting Step up and tell her what happened. You cheated and now you're making your wife feel crazy because you're telling her any kind of feelings that she has are all in her head. It just goes to show that like when you have like a feeling about something, you think somebody's cheating, they probably are. I'm just saying. I don't have those feelings about you.
I mean, it kind of depends on history, right? It's not always true.
I don't know if it necessarily depends on history also. Like, yes, okay, maybe you've been cheated on and that's how you feel. Maybe you have trust issues. I think that you can sense when something is off.
You can sense when someone's disinterested and disengaged, for sure.
For sure. When someone pulls away attention like that or love, you can feel it.
When
You
someone
can sense
stops
it.
paying attention.
I see it all the time.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I'm not going to rip into you. I think this is pretty self-explanatory here. You cheated on your wife and you feel bad about it, but you also don't sound like you are all that sorry either. I think she deserves better than you, but you can hope that if you tell your wife what happened, that she'll stay with you. I wouldn't blame her if she left.
That's fair. The only way out of this and to clear your conscience is to tell her.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that her cousin's gonna tell her or find some way to break you guys up.
But like, he came on to me. She could gaslight him that way.
I mean, he might also lie to his wife about how it happened too. He's like literally gaslighting us. I feel gaslit reading this.
Yeah, seriously.
I just went over there and like all of a sudden we're giggity gooing and I don't know how that happened.
Like, what do you mean? You don't know how it happened. What do you mean? Okay, this isn't an Am I the A-hole, but you are kind of in that territory a little bit.
Stinky.
How long until these feelings fade? Can't help you there, buddy. Don't cheat on your spouse.
Cheating is bad. Except for that one time I cheated on a grade 4 math test. I had to do it. I didn't study. Sorry, Alvin.
Am I the a-hole for wanting to leave my boyfriend over his behavior on my birthday?
Ooh.
I, Vanessa, 23, have been with my boyfriend Nelson, 26 male, for about 5 years now. He said he doesn't do much on occasions, and when I ask him about it, he says he's just not good at celebrating this on the actual date of the celebration, and he would rather gift or celebrate it a day or two after.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to celebrate other people when you say that you're going to celebrate other people?
I don't like to celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. I like to celebrate it 2 days later. Discounted chocolates. Nelson, come on, man.
I'm sorry, Vanessa. I tried to talk to him about it several times, if he might consider celebrating it at least for me, but my words never seem to find their way into his head. If I ask him if he has any plans for Valentine's Day or anything, he would ask me if I have nothing else to think about. He would post other ladies, wishing them a happy birthday with blessings or nice messages on his status most of the time.
His
status? Like Facebook status?
Are we talking about like WhatsApp status? Facebook?
I don't know. What kind of status are we talking here? Last year on the 5th of July was my birthday, and I woke up with my boyfriend on the same bed the morning of the birthday, but didn't even get a happy birthday from him.
That's grounds for murder.
Vanessa, what are you talking about? He got up and went to work just like that. Nothing from him about my birthday.
It's like he remembers it the day of and then has to like plan a gift or something for the next 2 days and then do the birthday 2 days later. Like, what is this guy's deal, man?
But he also wishes other girls happy birthdays.
I don't know. Blessings and stuff? Is this a cultural thing maybe? Or like...
I don't know what's happening. I decided to wait. Maybe it's one of those surprises that they pretend to forget but are planning for you. Typical me with the high hopes. The whole day went by and still nothing from him. No call, text, gift, or plans. Around 7:30 to 8 p.m. that night, an administrator for a WhatsApp group that my boyfriend is in posted a picture of me wishing me a happy birthday. Not because my boyfriend asked him to, it's something they do most in the group. They post birthdays, weddings, and other occasions, and we get to congratulate and send our best wishes in the group. After several wishes, I saw my boyfriend's. His words, "Happy birthday, dear." Just like that. It was almost as if he was trying to make it sound so casual, and he was back from work by the time he sent that message. So, am I the a-hole for wanting to leave my boyfriend over his behavior on my birthday?
This guy sounds like delusional
It
and
sounds like
disinterested.
this guy is like not even really committed to you.
Not at all, yeah.
He's trying to like keep your expectations really low or something, or he's maybe seeing other people and you don't know about it because he's like wishing other people happy birthday.
But why is he also waiting 2 days or whatever? Like he's delaying the celebration of the birthday a couple of days.
It's the law!
I think that he doesn't do that for everyone. So I've met guys like this and they do stuff like this to keep your expectations low, or even to just like put you in your place. To be like, oh yeah, we're not dating, like we're not really together. It's happened to me so many times where I thought I was like dating someone and then we'll go out to a bar and he'll kiss someone in front of me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you. Terrible. Or like I thought I was dating someone and then I don't hear from them at all until on Valentine's Day, until literally 11:59 p.m. on Valentine's Day.
You up?
So he's literally waiting the whole day for like even a text message, and they send it at 11:59 p.m.
At least he texted you on Valentine's Day.
I just have a theory that guys that do this do it to kind of keep you in your place, to keep your expectations low, and also to make it known that, you know, they're seeing maybe other people.
Also, question for you. Do you text group chats when it's someone's birthday, or do you just text that person individually?
I text group chats sometimes, yeah.
Doesn't that bother you though? It's like, hi, I'm the best friend. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Does that not bother you sometimes? Or I guess you could look at it as, everyone, let's celebrate this person because it's their birthday.
I actually appreciate the text sometimes because like without Facebook, I kind of forget about birthdays sometimes. So it helps me remember that there's someone's birthday. I don't really think too much of it. Obviously, I expect the birthday text in the morning and then maybe a birthday phone call.
Yeah.
Just to see if they're busy and they're responding, because I don't know, maybe they're not checking the group chat or whatever.
I'm more of like a text you privately, like happy birthday.
Yeah, totally.
Or sing you like
could
happy
do that
birthday.
I don't think it really
stinky
matters.
butthole.
I don't know. I think you're being a little picky. I wouldn't read into it too much.
Picky.
I would not argue one is better than the other. Texting privately is also good. I think a phone call also is good.
Phone call's the best.
Phone call's the best. Not the a-hole. He's very demeaning to you, especially wishing other women happy birthday, and nothing to you until someone else does. He's not going to change, and you don't need to waste any more of your time on him. Life's too short, and enjoy it, especially when you are young.
Agreed.
My ex, after 25 years together, married 23, never could seem to remember my birthday or anniversary. No gifts either. I always thought he just couldn't remember. I was wrong. During our last year, he had an affair with a married woman. And guess what? He knew and could remember her birthday. Not only that, but her anniversary with her husband, who she's still with. I realized he just didn't take the time to make it important to him.
Jesus.
Or, you know, he's just being deliberately mean to keep your expectations low. I don't know.
There's some scumbags out
This
there.
is just terrible. Like, come on. There are plenty of guys out there that would wish you a happy birthday on your birth. Like, the bar is in hell.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
The bar is in hell.
The bar is so far down. So, no, you're not the a-hole. And quite frankly, if you don't break up with him, I'm going to break up with you. Come on. Dump his ass.
Dump that stinky soul.
Dump that butthead. My 25 male girlfriend, 23 female, is upset at something I did before we were officially together. How can we not let it ruin our relationship?
Okay.
My girlfriend and I have a really great relationship.
Are you sure about that?
Before the situation came out, our relationship was great. She repeatedly told me this was the best relationship she's had and how we communicate very well. We've been together officially about 9 months and been planning our 1-year anniversary. Before we were officially together, we were seeing each other, and we did this for 7 months before making it official.
7 months. Okay, well, whatever.
Okay. The reason it took so long is because when I commit, and I'm not going to commit until I know I can give 200%. And she even says I'm the best relationship she's had. The issue she has is because during our seeing each other stage, I hooked up with someone in her inner circle.
Ooh. You cannot penetrate the inner sanctum.
It's an interesting choice of words. How did you meet this other person in the inner circle? Did you meet through her?
Probably.
There's so many other people that you could hook up with. I understand. Listen, I understand you weren't officially together.
But you were kind of exclusive?
But they were seeing each other. They were seeing each other for 7 months. Like, after 7 months, you do develop feelings. The least you can do is not hook up with her friend.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm just like wondering, did they not establish ground rules of like, is she more mad that it's her friend or mad that he hooked up with somebody else? Probably a little bit of both.
But I think it generally goes without saying that, like, yes, okay, you're in an open relationship or you're just seeing each other. Like, yes, you're not exclusive. You both can see other people. But like when you're hooking up with like someone that she's like not just friends with, but like inner circle.
Also, this other friend, like, can we talk about this friend too?
Yeah.
Scummy.
I mean, depends if she knows or not. She recently found out because her friend told her, not out of guilt, but out of jealousy for our relationship.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. I can go on and on, but she's not a good person. Most of my girlfriend's friends are great people, but this woman showed her character. I mean, are you that good of a person if you wanted to hook up with one of your girlfriends or like
I think it's complicated.
romantic partners' friends too?
I think both of your hands, both of
Takes
your
two to
sets of
tango
hands.
here. Like you both f***ed up. Let's be
Four
honest.
hands are dirty.
Either way, this hurt my girlfriend when she found out. One, because it was her friend, and I can say I was wrong and take full accountability for that. Good. That's the first step. The other part is the fact that I was sleeping with others before we were official. But that was more of a miscommunication. She was under the impression that I wasn't sleeping with other people and just too busy to make it official. I had told her I didn't want to commit until I can fully dedicate 200% and be the boyfriend she deserves. Just a misunderstanding and miscommunication. Okay, so you're saying that you did have the discussion that you were not fully exclusive?
I guess, but if a guy says that, he's definitely with other girls as well.
Yeah, he definitely is with other girls. Let's
not be naive here.
Yeah, let's not be naive, okay? If a guy is telling you that he doesn't want to be exclusive or that he wants to like continue seeing other people, he's gonna do that. In fact, he probably already is.
I mean, it's girls too. Like if I'm
Anyone. If anyone
everyone's talking to multiple people at once.
Everyone is talking to multiple people at once. In a talking stage, in a hookup stage, or whatever, I really hate those. They definitely should not last 7 months. That is way too long to be in a talking stage or a hookup stage.
But I'm also kind of curious, how soon into their situationship was he banging this other girl?
We aren't at a risk of breaking up, but she's been distant, and I just want to take initiative so this doesn't fester in our relationship. The best thing that you can do right now, I understand you were not exclusive. This was not like the best thing for you to do, realistically. You weren't committed to this person. You didn't have to hook up with her friend. Okay, so firstly, you need to apologize for hooking up with her friend. Secondly, you need to make it very clear to her that
You're committed fully.
you're committed fully to her now. And also, I would probably promise to kind of stay away from this friend that you hooked up with.
And honestly, she should see that this friend is a scumbag as well.
she should. I genuinely feel like talking stages and like hookup stages, it should never last this long. Even if you are setting boundaries and stuff like that, like someone's gonna get attached.
Like a couple months. Like,
Yeah, a couple months and cut it off, tops.
Yeah.
Because then you're just kind of being
Irresponsible.
with other people's feelings.
Yes, I agree.
Hashtag preach.
Thousands of other fish in the sea, and you decided to giggity goo with one of her close friends. Gross.
It's true. It's 50-50, but
I
also,
mean, it's- yeah.
her friend is a scumbag.
Yeah, her friend sucks. You both suck. Men really think sleeping with a close friend puts them in an amazing boyfriend tier. It's like, no, listen, I am a great boyfriend. I giggitied with her friend, but only before we were committed.
Fabulous job. Fabulous guy. I am the best boyfriend.
Just a miscommunication and a misunderstanding sounds more like an embellished poetic lie. I need to date you casually for over half a year while I sow my wild oats with your friends. The truth. Versus, I'm not going to commit until I can give 200% to be the boyfriend you deserve, but this is serious and it is seriously going places. There's a big wide gulf between these two statements, and your refusal to budge off your position that she's just misunderstanding how wonderful you are and how great it is that you finally committed. And it's just a miscommunication that you misled her into thinking things were much more serious and much more exclusive than they were. To you, not having the label of boyfriend and girlfriend means you're fully single regardless of the relationship building you're spending months doing with her. To her, it obviously didn't mean either of you were fully single, and you seem to know that and knew at the time. Yeah, I mean, he's got a point.
You got a point, yeah.
If you knew what you were doing would bother her or be a deal breaker at the time in the courting phase, then doing it anyway and hiding it was dishonest. It doesn't matter if you told outright lies or lies of omission. You did tell a lie of omission because you have now been dating this girl for almost a year and you have never told her that you've hooked up with her friend. I don't know, man. I'd start with being more honest about what you were thinking and doing through all those 7 months that you were pretending to be this girl's boyfriend. Blaming the messenger is distracting you from your own misbehavior and is continuing your pattern of hiding your dishonesty. Tough truth there.
Yeah, they're coming after him.
Yeah, they
Nobody's
really are.
siding with him at all. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be sided with. I'm just saying, everyone seems to be saying the same thing.
I mean, yeah, it is just a little bit irresponsible to be like seeing someone for 7 months and then like not accept any of the blame for like hooking up with their friend and blaming it all on them. Like, oh, she's a terrible person. And it's like, well,
We need to hear from that other friend's point of view. Like, he's saying this girl tried to ruin our relationship.
but maybe she actually told her friend what really happened because you're actually kind of an asshole. And
Yeah,
you
maybe
should have
she's
said it
actually
first.
maybe she's a really good friend.
Yeah, maybe she's a good
Because he
friend.
tried to hook up with her.
That's the fucking ticket, babe.
Maybe that's what it is. And he's just telling this version of his story.
kind of sounds like he sugarcoats it to make it sound better.
He's playing victim, really.
He's
is what he
playing
did.
victim. He's making her out to be the villain. But I mean, in this situation, she told her friend something that she really should have said, something he should have told his girlfriend. So she's the one that's actually being honest. Or like what reason we don't know, right?
Yeah.
But oh, she's doing it to sabotage our relationship.
Yeah,
Kind of
maybe
sounds
it's like she's warning her, being like,
Maybe
hey,
she-
by the way, he's
Yeah.
going out trying to other girls.
by the way, like while you two were seeing each other, like we hooked up.
And I'm really sorry about that and whatever, but I care about you and I don't want to see you be with this guy.
I don't
Just
know if I
being
can
fully
trust
forthright.
this guy as far as I can throw him, to be quite frank.
You are pretty strong, though.
What?
You could throw me pretty far.
I'm strong. I'm very strong. I've been working out. I wouldn't really trust this guy's word for it. It kind of sounds like he's sugarcoating and cherry picking what he's choosing to share. I think she deserves better. And maybe, relationship next time around, don't be so irresponsible with other people's feelings and don't hook up with one of your hookup's friends. Don't shit where you eat. Right, Mike?
I sometimes will have a sandwich while I poop, but
Subscribe!